In the last weeks of her pregnancy, Jessa Duggar, star of Counting On, revealed a rare bump update. She is expecting her sixth child. Ahead of her due date, the former TLC star posted a video of herself on Instagram on Tuesday, July 8. "I have never been a workout girl before." Duggar wrote a caption for her post. "I'm grateful to have the motivation and responsibility to work out while pregnant. This season, Join Train Well, has been the ideal fit for me." The expectant mother wrote, "Ninth month of pregnancy." In the video, as she flaunted her bump from several perspectives before working out with dumbbells and squats while using a phone app. Duggar's fans praised her determination to keep working out in the final stages of her pregnancy in the comments section. "Wow," one Instagram user commented, "You go girl." Someone else said, "You look great." "Looking great mama," said another. Another fan commented, "Excellent work. Continue. It's very beneficial to you." In the meantime, another Instagram user wrote, "Your baby bump is adorable. As always, you look stunning." In addition to their unborn child, Duggar married Ben Seewald in 2014, and the couple has 5 children together: Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy, Fern, and George. Duggar told her sister Jinger Duggar the gender of baby no. 6 in May. Members of the Duggar family criticized the beliefs and actions of the youth group Teen Mania in the 3-part documentary series. 2 years after Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets revealed the Duggar family's affiliation with the divisive IBLP religious organization, Shiny Happy People. A Teenage Holy War is a compelling follow-up to the story. Several members of the Duggar family come forward to share their experiences in this 3-part documentary series, which explores the long-lasting effects of evangelical youth movements. According to a press release from Amazon, Shiny Happy People, A Teenage Holy War reveals the history of Teen Mania, which was once the biggest evangelical youth organization in America. Young members of the group, which was started by Ron Luce, allegedly suffered from grueling conditions and damaging psychological manipulation there. The press release ends, "Shaky Happy People, A Teenage Holy War reveals how a combination of religious fervor, psychological manipulation, and political ambition forged a generation primed for battle, with devastating consequences still unfolding today." Through powerful archival footage, raw survivor testimonies, and expert analysis, the docuseries explores the explosive growth of teen Christian fundamentalist movements in the 1990s and 2000s. Massive rallies that purportedly promoted obedience, abstinence, and unwavering faith, with a pop culture twist, were at the center of these campaigns. In the first season of the show, Jill Duggar Dillard and her husband, Derek Dillard, talked about their experience on reality shows and her remorse for standing up for her brother, Josh Duggar, in a 2015 Fox News interview when he was accused of abuse. The first season also featured Jim Bob Duggar's sister Deanna Duggar, Jim Bob's niece Amy Duggar King, and her husband Dylan King. They discussed the history of the Duggar family and how it relates to the IBLP. The first series examined how the Duggar family helped the IBLP's ideology spread through their well-liked reality shows. It also delved into claims that the clan and a few of its members were allegedly taken advantage of financially. Only Amy and Dylan make an appearance in season 2. Amy starts, "What a ride it's been." The couple is asked by producers if they are familiar with Teen Mania. "It's like Coachella for youth groups," Dylan replies, and Amy adds, "It's a great place to meet other Christians." Former members who share the highs and lows of their experiences are among the other participants. Jessa Duggar claims that she has gained a little more weight while carrying her 6th child. Jessa Duggar is being candid about her weight gain during pregnancy. Duggar, 32, stated in a YouTube video posted on Thursday, July 10, "I've definitely gained a little more weight in this pregnancy than with my others. I made up for my lack of weight gain in the first trimester during the second trimester. I have no idea why. I think it is just different being pregnant in my 30s, she continued. I've been exercising, and I don't feel like I'm eating any differently or anything. The Counting Ben Seewald, a former student, and his spouse revealed in March that they were expecting their 6th child. They have daughters Fern and Ivy and sons Spurgeon, Henry, and George. Seewald, Ben, because she works out a lot, Jessa, one of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 children, initially believed she would be a little more trimmed during her current pregnancy. With the exception of one, I have gained 40 pounds during most of my pregnancies, Jessa recalled. It's just, like my goal, my midwife would say, 40 weeks, 40 pounds. According to Jessa's YouTube vlog, she has already put on 40 pounds. I'll probably weigh more like 45 pounds, because I know I'm going a little bit over that, she stated. I make an effort not to let it depress me. However, during the past 2 weeks, I have received 3 comments from the twins. Nope, it's really not possible at this point that we wouldn't know that it was twins. I say when people ask me if I'm expecting twins. The entire family of Jessa is excitedly anticipating the baby's arrival. This little baby has the kids giddy with anticipation. On Thursday, Jessa added, everyone has a guess. It's been pretty much straight down the line in general. We'll see. Girls want a girl, and boys want a boy. I hope no one is overly let down. They'll all be ecstatic about a baby, in my opinion. But George, the couple's youngest son, probably won't have a clue, in any case. Jessa joked, this baby and George are only 18 months apart. Compared to most of our others, it's closer. All of the others were, like, more than 2 years apart, while the first 2 are 15 months apart. George and Fern were separated by 2.5 years. He doesn't fully understand, but we'll see. This is undoubtedly going to be much closer in age. In a rare video of all 5 children, Jessa Duggar's daughter Ivy steals the show. The former Counting On star is expecting her 6th child in July. Previous Counting On star, in a rare new video featuring all 5 of Jessa Duggar's children with Ben Seewald, Ivy, her daughter, stole the show. The 32-year-old TLC alum posted a video to Instagram on Saturday, June 21, showing her family's appetizing-looking grilled dinner that her husband had made. A wonderful beginning to the summer, Duggar wrote as the caption for her post. Fern couldn't wait to eat and blessed the food. Thank you to Seewald family for the fantastic grill gift for Ben's 30th birthday, she continued. The birthday boy was seen grilling kebabs with meat, vegetables, and corn on the cob in the video. The video also featured all 5 of her children, Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy, Fern, and George. As the family gathered around the table toward the end, Fern led them in prayer. As she said grace, her older sister licked food scraps off her plate in a hilarious way. Duggar's fans praised the 6-year-old's goofy antics in the comments section. Ivy, one Instagram user wrote, every little bit of grace. Ivy sneaking a lick at the edge of her plate during the prayer had me howling, someone else said. As someone else noted, Ivy knew her dad's cooking would be delicious, so she couldn't even wait for Grace to finish. Funny. Others, meanwhile, were struck by how much Duggar's children resembled their mother. Your genes are so strong, exclaimed one. I'm not sure what your children's names are, but the young girl on the left side of the screen looks just like you have the most gorgeous kids. Another Instagram user left the following comment. Oh my god, those are all such tiny Jessicas. Mini Ben and Jessa, echoed yet another follower. In late July, Duggar will give birth to her 6th child with Ben, whose identity she disclosed to her sister Jinger. Jed Duggar and his wife, Katie Duggar, are ready to slow down after having 4 children in 4 years. Now we're in survival mode, like, let's raise these kids, Jed, 26, joked during an appearance on his sister, Jinger Duggar, and her husband Jeremy Vuolo's Jinger and Jeremy podcast. On Wednesday, June 18, Jed and Katie, 26, tied the knot in April 2021, and now share son Truett, 3, daughter Nora, 2, and 6-month-old twin daughters, Elsie and Emma. Katie admitted on her in-laws podcast that she's fascinated by how rapidly her relationship with Jed has progressed. "We've known each other for 5 years," Katie said. "So when we look at it like that, we're like, wow, this has been crazy." Jinger was stunned by the math, declaring, "That's insane." She later asked whether the couple were going to keep going after welcoming 4 kids in such a short span of time. "We're just praying about that," Jed told his sister. Katie explained that, while she and Jed are currently on a sabbatical from having any more kids, they aren't closing the door. "We would love to just enjoy the kids we have right now for a good minute," Katie said. "It's an insanely busy season, the little years, especially because we have 2 infants right now. It's just all hands on deck at all times, 24/7. Jed teased that he and Katie both have a number in mind, before confirming, "We'd love to have 5 or 6 kids." The Duggars shared the wonderful news in January that their twins, Elsie Kate and Emma Kate, were born happy and healthy. "They're here." Introducing Elsie Kate and Emma Kate, the couple announced in a joint Instagram post in January. Elsie was born on January 8, 2025, at 2:06 p.m., weighing 6 pounds, 14 ounces, and Emma followed at 2:13 p.m., weighing 7 pounds, 2 ounces. Both girls are healthy and beautiful. They also confirmed in a statement to multiple media outlets that both girls are healthy and beautiful, and have completely captured our hearts. "We are so grateful to God for entrusting us with these precious girls. Our hearts are full, and we're thankful for the love and support we've received during this joyful time," the Duggars concluded. Jed and Jinger's parents, Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar, have 19 children and 33 grandchildren. Their family starred on the TLC docuseries 19 Kids and Counting between 2008 to 2015. Katie and Jed also used their appearance on the Jinger and Jeremy podcast to address a long-standing rumor that their son Truett was named after the founder of Chick-fil-A's Truett Cathy. "We love the meaning of the name," Katie explained. "The meaning of the name is Warrior for Christ, and as soon as we found that out, that is a solid name. His middle name is Oliver, which means peace. That's a solid name, and he's a solid kid." Jed then joked, "We do love Chick-fil-A. Katie found the name, and she mentioned it to me, and I always liked Chick-fil-A, and the founder just has an awesome story and is just a great entrepreneur. Of course, I'm fascinated with him." Jim Bob Duggar, the former star of Counting On, is accused of making fun of Jill Duggar Dillard in a Father's Day tribute that she shared on social media over the weekend. In her heartfelt message to her husband, Dillard, who she described as a wonderful hubby and devoted father to the couple's 3 children, Jill kicked off her Father's Day shout-out. Additionally, Jill had some nice things to say about Derek's father, who died when Derek was still a young boy. Jill shared a rather strange Father's Day message to her own father in between her homages to Derek and his late father, whom she never met. Although they have occasionally been spotted together, fans are aware that Jill and Jim Bob have been separated for years. Despite the fact that Jill's shout-out to her father, Jim Bob, was written with the best of intentions, many fans assumed she sent him well wishes because of the odd things she said. "And happy Father's Day to my own dad, the Duggar family, who always made time for us kids and kept things fun and adventurous while we were growing up, including BBQ tuna fish sandwiches, work days at the car lot, and family bike rides," she wrote. In their online reactions to Jill's post, many Counting On fans said that her Jim Bob shout-out came across as backhanded and snarky. Is that intentional sarcasm? On Reddit, someone questioned, or is she really that clueless on how it comes across? Although I would really like to think the former, I believe the latter to be more likely. when you can only think of bike rides as a way to honor your father, then the indentured servants work slackly and eat a variety of foods. Others remarked that, in contrast to Jill's writings about her own father, her homages to her late father-in-law and husband were quite beautiful. Another said, "I'd say no if the other two tributes weren't so sincere and poetic." However, sandwiching canned tuna and cold beans between them is undoubtedly a backhanded acknowledgement. According to others, Jill's post essentially proved that the former TLC star still has negative feelings for her father. One fan commented, "That is a pretty strange group of memories. It's obvious that she no longer likes her dad." Compared to Jim Bob, she speaks more positively about her father-in-law, whom she has never met. Another comment read, "It's what he deserves." Another joked, "Thanks, Dad, for making me work as a child and feeding me leftovers. You are the greatest." Jim Bob and Jill and Derek have been at odds for years, as the Ashley has previously reported, and the tension is likely to have increased following the publication of the couple's candid book, Counting the Cost, in 2023. Many of the stories in Jill and Derek's book portray Jim Bob negatively, but they also tell what the Dillards say is the true story of Jill's family and their TLC shows. After one of Jill's brothers shared pictures of the couple online that appeared to show them talking to Jim Bob on Christmas, many fans initially believed that Jill and Derek had reconciled with Jill's father. However, Derek later disclosed on social media that the pictures had been taken without either Jill's or his knowledge. In order to give the impression that Jim Bob's relationship with his daughter and son-in-law has improved, he also suggested that one of the Duggars deliberately took a picture of the Kodak moment and shared it online. In actuality, the picture was taken when Jim Bob came up to me on Christmas Day while we were there, Derek wrote. "I haven't spoken to Jim Bob in less than 10 minutes since I was last at that house more than a year ago, and I was also unknowingly photographed by the same person at that time." Derek also explained that, contrary to what might have appeared in the holiday photos, he and Jill were not spending quality time with Jim Bob because the Duggar big house was crowded with people, children, and even Santa Claus. "This isn't your typical intimate family gathering," he said, adding that he wasn't going to allow people to manipulate the situation to appear a certain way because there were more than 100 people. The house was 8,000 square feet, and Santa Claus was present. "For the sake of our family, we're trying to be civil, but that doesn't mean everything is perfect, and it certainly doesn't mean I won't say something when someone tries to distort the truth to suit their own agenda," he wrote. Jill stated on social media back in November that she is attempting to maintain her relationship with Jim Bob and her mother, Michelle Duggar, despite the fact that it is still complicated. She clarified, "I think we are currently in a rebuilding phase, with healthy boundaries still in place."